Hey guys, The One Integral here, and welcome back to Pokemon Trivia. Now today we're going to be thinking a bit. What if a Pokemon of every single type existed? So it was normal type, fire type, fighting type, water type, flying type, grass type, poison type, electric type, ground type, fire type, rock type, ice type, bug type, dragon type, ghost type, dark type, and steel type. I'm not including fairy in this as we don't actually know all the details for its typing yet. So we're talking about in terms of Generation 5 here. So if it was all of those types, what would it be weak to? Let's look at normal first. First, obviously, normal wouldn't affect it at all because it's part of ghost type. Also, fire type would be weak against water, so it's down. Strong against grass, so it's leveling out again. But also weak against rock, but strong against ice. Strong against bug, but weak against dragon. But strong against steel, but weak against ground. So overall, it's a neutral. Fighting types. Fighting type would be not effective at all, because it's part ghost type, so doesn't do any damage at all. Now onto the water type, it would be strong against the fire, ground and rock types, but weak to dragon, grass and water types. So therefore, overall, like fire, it would be neutral. And completing off this trio, we can see with the grass type attacks, they would be strong to the ground, rock and water typings, but weak to the bug, dragon, fire, flying, grass, poison and steel typings, overall giving it a 1/16th effectiveness against this Uber Pokemon. Flying type attacks would be strong against the bug, fight and grass typings, but weak to the electric, rock and steel typings, again giving it an overall neutral. Poison type attacks wouldn't affect this Pokemon at all since it's part steel type. Electric type attacks wouldn't affect this Pokemon at all either, since it's part ground type. Likewise, ground type attacks wouldn't affect it either, because it's a part flying type. And since it's a part dark type, psychic type moves wouldn't affect it either. Rock type attacks, however, will be effective against the bug, fire, flying and ice types, but weak to the fighting, ground and steel types. This, however, means that it's strong against this Pokemon, which means it's an overall 2 times effectiveness. Ice type attacks would be strong against the dragon, flying, grass and ground typings, but weak to the fire, ice, steel and water typings, overall giving it a neutral damage. Bug type attacks would be strong against the dark, grass and psychic typings, but weak to the fight, fire, flying, ghost, poison and steel typings, overall giving 1/8 of the total damage. Dragon type attacks would be strong against the dragon typing, but weak against the steel typing, overall giving neutral. Ghost type attacks wouldn't do any damage since it is part normal. Dark type attacks would be strong against the ghost and psychic typings, but weak against the dark, fight and steel typings, overall giving a half damage. And finally the steel typing, it would be strong against the ice and rock typings, but weak against the electric, fire, steel and water typings, overall giving a 1/4 damage multiplier. So out of all the types, the only type that would be effective against this Uber Pokemon is the rock type. Not something you'd think really, would it? So guys, that's been your Pokemon Trivia for today. Don't forget to subscribe to all 3 of our channels down below and hit yesterday's video if you haven't seen it already. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you next time, bye!